How you doing?
Me? I'm doing great. It's a sunny Saturday morning and I'm having a great time. Right.
I'm going to ruin it in about 2 seconds.
Yeah?
What's your opinion on the appointment of Margaret Lady?
My opinion doesn't really matter much more anymore.
Sure it does.
No, I mean, I was like everybody else in New Brunswick, didn't agree with it. Shocked, actually. Disappointed in the Premier. I actually was surprised that he did that, but he did it, and the people of Rothesay forgave him. They said that's okay, so I don't understand it. So
the by-election.
Yeah.
Does that mean the people haven't forgotten the old Liberals, what they did, NB Power, French immersion, uranium, everything?
I don't know that there was really much of a message in it. I really think it was about the popularity of and the strength of the local candidates. That seemed to be the message of the day. And I think Llewellyn actually did a pretty good job of taking the weakest part of his campaign, that was the appointment of Margaret Ann Blaney, and facing it head on and saying basically he didn't agree with it, which was rather defiant of him. So I thought, in a way, people said, yeah, well, he didn't make the appointment, so I guess it's all right.
So he went in, changes, he didn't like the Dana condemning or whatever, CEO from NB Liquor, patronage, and then he does this.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's just, actually, for me, it was a shock, because I had a lot of respect for him. It didn't, I don't know. I just don't know where his mind was that day. Just don't know. I mean, it's not as if we knew Margaret Ann wouldn't get an appointment of some sort. I mean, they have the federal Conservatives. Could have let 6 months drift by and then appointed her to something.
It could have been worse. She could have been appointed in the Senate.
Who knows? You knew something was coming down the pipe. The point, it was just so much in your face, like you quitting on that very day, you're getting a $150,000, $200,000 job, and this is at a time of great pain in New Brunswick for so many people. I mean, they're suffering without jobs and minimum wage, trying to make ends meet, and there's no way a leader can appear to have empathy when the inside club gets just ridiculously lucrative, overly lucrative, undeserved, unqualified for, patronage. People are fed up with it, and I think one of the reasons why probably Fleming got elected, although I do believe he got elected on his own personal strength, probably people are just so cynical now. They just think everybody does it, and it doesn't matter who says they won't. They get in there, they do it. Who's to believe, who's not to believe it? I think people have just said, they've shrugged their shoulders and said they're all the same. We're doomed. We can't end it. And I think Allward had, up until that point, he actually had credibility on the issue. And I think at that point, it's just, for many people, a new level of people said, well, no, it's pretty much the same as everybody else. He's just going to give whoever he wants whatever they want, whenever they want. And he's the power, and he can do it, and he did it. And I'm disappointed for him, and I think he gave up a lot of political capital for it, but he has a lot of political capital to spend right now, because there isn't a real alternative on the horizon for the people of New Brunswick, and I think they're ready to support this guy in spite of his mistakes.
One question, last one. Who's going to be the new Liberal leader in October?
I'd have to say it's going to be Brian Cormier myself. Or Brian Glant, rather. The reason I say that is I can't see Mike being the man. I like Mike, and he's very competent and capable, but he's left twice for politics for family reasons, and I don't see him, being put in the position of leader. If he had played that MB Power thing the way Stuart Jameson did, he would be the leader without question. Now it's hard to imagine him struggling over the finish line, carrying that baggage that when his leader needed him at the most crucial moment in time, he wasn't really running home to a family crisis, he was running for the hills. and that's the truth. And he would admit that to this day. He kicked off his campaign saying, the truth is I didn't leave for my family. The truth is something else. Well, when you start off your campaign saying I misspoke, or I didn't tell the truth, or I was deviant of the truth, you know, and basically it's a hard way to start a campaign. It's one thing if your opponents are saying, but when you're saying it about yourself, pretty well, you know, going in with sort of a Harry Carey approach. But anyway, who knows? Maybe the Liberals are so in need of something that maybe he'll do. But if he does, the Tories are going to make what they did to Ignatieff and anybody else before him. They're going to have a picnic with him, because I mean they actually have stuff to go after him with.
Listen, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, see ya.